Bright Star Church, evening out the world in love. What I'm going to talk to you about today is Locust Dogs, expressed really clearly in the push and concerning conditioning. Real easy. You got so much money, as I expressed in the writ, concerning people's sex drive. According to sex selling, and also the abstinence when marketed problems with no answers exist. So, what easier way to do it than take a person exactly how they are and kind of condition them in and out of jails and in and out of controlling relationship factory way that you're associating them with people, so you can use them for a particular use as they go and such. I like in the chain gang I expressed. So first of all, I want to give you a little point of view and what they had to hide for some reason. They just didn't have the words, I guess, is what it was for you. But here, I'll give you the point. You're not taking care of your own family, I guess, sometimes. You're not dealing with the actual issues, I guess. They're not helping either. Nobody really helps, but that's why Bright Star Church is here. So let's put a different, kind of the other end of the spectrum, so you kind of understand, because of course with Bright Star Church and the generation right now, it's like, oh my God, children having sex, and oh man, other men that will like take advantage of a child and such. All this like such. But here, let me help you out. There's this family, right? Whatever reason or the other, maybe there was past abuse, maybe there's just the person, particular individual, scasm of life, maybe because of the environment, people's mouths, the words, this and that. We have a child that is sexually active, and even worse, they maybe over I'm gonna put in a bunch of little things. Maybe the overprotective parents push her away, and she's running off to get, because she's ignored, and she's running off to get attention from other males in this family. And so what happens is eventually there's a scenario here that the criminal justice system has to deal with some kind of abuse issue of some kind when she's figured out and she problems with somebody else, and they put somebody in prison or put her in a mental institution or whatever other ways they can try to condition, like, okay, abstinence, you need to like calm down. There's a little bit more to love than those type of things, right? That we want to instill values, morals, things of that nature, which are, can vary between individuals. But any which way, if this existed in your household, it would be the same thing as a wife that was not getting attention from her husband, like it says in Scripture, putting him up on a shelf, putting her up on a shelf, and to tell you the truth, they caused her to commit adultery type of thing. She has the wandering eyes, looking for love in other areas. Well, it's the same as a parent. You're a parent, and you're not giving the training, the evaluation, the lessons, getting involved in the whole process of relationship, which is why there's many dates. That it's the same aspect. Here they stray off somewhere. So what they do, they take some Locust Dogs, right? They kind of, you know, couldn't control them in some aspect way, but so what they did is they conditioned them to, okay, you can in this kind of environment, and you can put it in varying sorts of anything. You know, like I express different views. You know, you got a whole chain of gay men, so they help with the economic or help with the population control deal. You know, society or whatever the case may be. There's so they're gonna be set in an environment. They're roaming. That's one word I want to get really clear. You know, the eyes go. They're like looking for somewhere else because it's not being filled at home, whatever it is. And then they roam. They're roaming, and they're all being lying cheats, right? You have this wife straying off. You have this child straying off. And, you know, this should be kind of a wake up because, you know, so many people are like, oh, these people, they took advantage. And chicken or the egg first? Which one is it? So, what they did is they put this little chain effect in deal. They have little elite people that go and they think they're a little better with delegating the things without telling you about it. And then they're like, okay, well, they're looking for that. Let's just, and you know, that's not good. It's on there. It doesn't fit the moral standards. So, hey, yeah, that psychology is going to work with their psychology. Yeah, he'll give her exactly what she wants, and she'll hate it in the end. That's exactly what we want. Scare her on back. You done roaming? We got another couple lined up for you. And of course, as it went, the as I expressed in the push, where you know where they and what this whole education is going to be doing. This process is going to be cutting off the haremizing part. Oh, well, they just kept on roaming and they really enjoyed it, and they just kept going from link to link. Oh, now let's just put them in make the links get further and further, more into the way we can entrap somebody. And that's the only way they'll take it. It's great. Or the other one, they kept on roaming, but they just hated everybody. They're so sick and tired of these people. Lights and locusts. They're trying to burn me off something. It'll be a simple wake up. And so then they're let them chill out a little while and be like, hey, let me give you something to get motivated about. Okay, those people, they're all over them. Just help us with them. We'll put you in a chain link right past all the other airlines ones. And we get them taking stuff and everything. You know, I hate to tell you if they're bad news, this is new information to you. But basically, you're talking about registered sex offenders. I don't think they use them. They're kind of hid, aren't they? Sort of. No, you can look it up on the internet. Hey, they're over there somewhere. They're in Bush in that neighborhood. Let's move over here. It's all right. If there's something going on, they'll send locustized ones so they can really control them really well. Some of them know what their job is. Some don't. But any which way, maybe it's a sinful wake up. Maybe there's maybe it's that crushed down Christian, that paralyzed Christian. That's like she has no sex at all. You know, I met some people that wouldn't really talk to anybody, and then, but if anybody even touched them, they just go wacky. Got a mental illness, they would say. But that is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, somebody that's going to be, oh, they may do the other thing, but there's just no physical love. There's no things. There is some agreement, and there should be, even according to the system, should be love and sex. Really the same thing. You work out all the kinks and get all the heartstrings out, get all the conditional part you use your sexuality for. Use all that. It's really the same. That's what we're working on. But still, at the same time, this politics that I wanted to let you know with the Locust Dogs and such. This explanation of those things, so you can maybe see some of the righteous aspect of it, but at the same time, know how it has existed, and at the same time help you understand through this process, and whoever else in whatever city they only give you little bits of information for. That's exactly what they wanted to do with me at a certain time. Oh, he's got this business, and we want to hide it for our use, and he wants to delegate all well, which has the freedom we don't really control as well with people and their sexuality and such. Oh, let's just keep putting in this little indirect shell of like, take something for yourself and get some good control on it, so we can put it, maybe make it a little locust dog deal. Maybe put it in a little chain thing effect, right? But you see, this could be basically my proclamation of, I already promoted my section of the Kansas State Justice Game Reserve that I work with, and I've already declared this section, and eventually it really doesn't matter because I know the truthful, loving Americans are eventually gonna. Here's my application for the position, because here's your vote. Here's how I know I'll have your vote, because any which way, I don't care how they used it before, because without using it with word and the understanding that people can learn knowledge and learn how things need to be sometimes to help people through their problems. And that part is definitely always leading to the education to teach them how to deal with their own stuff, not controlling somebody's by theirs. And this is where the education is. And see, I said no. I said, no, actually, Locust Dog, no, I'll be delegating them, because future business, maybe you can go to Rise Star Church, the governing agencies, and talk about the Rise Star Church aspect of it. Because there's going to be, I have this girl, this Romy in my family. I have this. Well, we'll work it out, but we got to tell her later, maybe for a temporary period of time, just a lot kind of a lesson type deal or whatever. But generally it'd be taken care of rather well. But if it's all talked about within the family, within the organization, maybe even sometimes somebody hires up of the community, and what everybody needs to come, so what everybody sees is really an issue, kind of like an arc game moment, then sure, I'm pretty sure we can arrange people by their position, according to their needing to be controlled because they're too uncontrolling in their such. So they might be in that transition of Halloween, but at the same time, yeah, they'll get the dog done. They're a dog. All right. Send the dog after her as such. Right? And even afterwards, I can see and picture that it's like, oh, you know, it's not with folks. We kind of set it up. We just wanted to make it all. So there's a really good movie about that. The guy gets a guy a card, and his brother like had him do this whole thing that he needed for himself, kind of thing. You know, and but yeah, and this way is, and what you learn. Here's our testimony, and here's our technique. And that's the Salvation Works page. It's all about education. It's all about getting people through the problems they have. It's all about getting the word, giving a person a pole and teaching them how to fish instead of just fish. Especially when you're just going to keep manipulating with other fish to lure them. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in keeping weak links that strong links can improvise on the profit of their use and abuse, even if they are the ones using themselves and such. So, yeah, I said, no, I'll control the dog section with everybody that's involved with the education. Oh, by the way, you're not going to haremize or use the important work on determining rise star of a child, keeping them chaste for the little amount of time, and determining the time of rise star to destroy people around and create problems and fears to extort and take money from them. Sorry, not going to happen there either. We're actually going to educate on the male because we're going to have those sexually active children, or sex in other ways, in a free, according to Scripture, at a well, because there's no law against law, right? I'm going to regulate that section too, and the dog section, and it's all going to be getting them out of hauling them out of uncontrollable dogness. And maybe getting to the eventual where, I need a little burning sensation of somebody. No cheating when they're socializing in a green field and there's whatever they agree upon with their loving their neighbors themselves, so that would mean their family or their husband. They'd be like, okay, let's go to the offering. I just gotta take care of some stuff. Whatever the case may be. It could be educated, and I got the position because I talk about it, because I educate about it, because I get other opinions about it, or at least I ask, or just know what they are anyway. God is good all the time. So, this aspect is, I've already given it here pretty soon. According, if you look at the rent, there really is no joblessness. I'm the image. I look like, I'm this prettier, when I'm totally opposite of it. So until they figure it out. I'm this image. I'm this homeless guy. No, not this 60% of the economy. This I'm going around and looking like such, and other homeless people, other mentally ill, to get SSI and They were working out into, they have the time that when other people are working at the other positions of their jobs and such, they're actually on the street. They can have more of the eyes out for in the community. And, these different as it, there really is no way that we can organize life and how we give it, and the uselessness that was before, that we can't improvise and give them a motivation of what they can do in life. And this aspect in one and the same chain knows who they are. The registries know who they are, and they know their job now. And according to where they worked it out, where they were, or where they were conformed to work it out where they were, it could be a progression. The hollowness could be a progression into a better position for things. Because plain and simple, you can't have one without the other. I have organizations all the time, company where I start trying to work on some company thing, some abstinence thing, some oh no. And it's a very funny thing when there's these people or organizations try to exclude, like for instance, the sex part of love. That's not love. We're going to show you love. And it ends up being just some dictatorship and games. Just games and dictating. Works and pulling the heartstring, that's all it is. Because you can't have one without the other. It won't compute. It's of its period. This is the evening aspect of it. And so we need to help organize what we have on the platter here, on the area, get out the education. And now you know about a little further on Locust Dogs. God bless.